Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I thought I was there. This is 48 minutes long?
Yeah, I was expecting maybe like 12 or something, right?
Yeah.
Blood
cow.
fucked us, dude.
Holy cow.
I'm not Square Enix.
Let's do it.
I'm coming in there. Hang on.
Coming in hot.
Don't prove them right. Please, please, please.
Minutes?
Double exposure.
I fucked up my leg by sitting in one place for too long playing video games.
Gamer problems, for sure.
Just gamer things.
Yep.
Old lady gamer problems.
What Lucy was saying, right? The pillow under the legs, right?
Pillow under the
Yeah.
legs.
Gotta
Yep.
fists with your toes.
How you doing, chat?
How you doing, chat?
I'm gonna ask you questions even though I'm not looking at you.
I've
Yeah.
got them on my phone.
I haven't watched a Dodgers game in 9 days. I'm going through withdrawals.
Chat, I was just looking through Xbox Wire for info on stuff. The article on South of Midnight is like a freaking cover story, dude.
Nice.
Might as well be like the lead thing in Game Informer.
As it should be. Well done, Game Informer. We love you.
Well, no, it's Xbox Wire. I'm saying it's the length of a cover story.
We love Game Informer.
No, we do too. Hi, Brian.
What are we supposed to use? Harsh language? All right.
Fall back in the incinerators and...
Yeah. Get hype.
All right, here we go. Tell me if it's something's fucked.
Tell me why.
I'm nothing but a
That was the earlier game.
Coming up in this Life is Strange Double Exposure Reveal
Chad, does that
live
sound
stream.
good?
All you need to know about the game.
All you
Learn
need
more
to
about this
know.
thrilling supernatural murder mystery
Clearly
from
much
Deckline
more from that
developers
length.
Jonathan Stauder
Uh-huh.
and Elyse Kwan.
More than we
There
need.
are no footprints. There's no weapon.
That's Elyse.
That is Elyse.
That's Elyse!
Oh, you guys didn't know?
Discover Max Caulfield's incredible
She told me she
ability
recorded
to
these
shift
a long time
between
ago.
two parallel timelines.
You
Which comes in
traitor.
handy when
Oh
you're a
my
detective
gosh.
and you want to
That's Elyse!
eavesdrop and snoop and track suspects.
This couch
Welcome
is too
Hannah
low
Tell, the
for a
actor
shoot.
behind Max.
Anna Tell,
She doesn't
the
know what
legend.
happened. It could even kill her to try to use
Sounds
her powers.
good. Okay,
I mean,
good.
who knows?
Yeah.
And to cap it all
Whichever those
off, our
nosebleeds.
world premiere of extended gameplay. So
premiere.
get comfy, grab some snacks, and get ready
She's
to
looking
dive
good,
into this
dude.
Yeah.
all-new
Grown up,
adventure
dude.
in the award-winning
Life
Life is Strange series.
Moves on.
This
Fuck yeah.
is Life is Strange Double
Best tune out if you don't
Exposure.
want those spoilers, chat.
Yeah,
I'm
really.
sure
I'm
they're
so
gonna...
glad I didn't get spoiled on Elyse. That's crazy.
I know, what the hell?
She told me she did interviews, but I didn't realize it was this.
Well, yeah, this wasn't announced. Crazy.
It's been 3 years
Yo.
since the release of Life is Strange True Colors. Since then,
Love
the
True
team at
Colors.
Deck9 Games have been hard at work on a game, a story and a world worthy of the return of Max Caulfield, beloved star of the very
ledge.
first Life is Strange.
I've been here before.
We knew that this had to be something special. We knew
That
we
looked
had
like
to
the school. That
respect
was crazy.
the two
did.
unforgettable
Yeah.
endings to the first chapter of Max's story, while also crafting something new.
It's a
Something
nod.
fresh that echoed and acknowledged
Is Chloe
Max's
dead?
past
What's the
challenges.
deal?
Yeah,
even
which
as it
is the
moved
real
her personal story
ending.
'Cause she-
forward.
Didn't they just say that
Welcoming
they're
in new
accounting for that
players from
somehow?
the very beginning,
Wait, what?
while giving
Parallel
fans
realities.
the story they didn't know they wanted.
But
The
yeah,
team
what
have been
can't you
collaborating along
get
with our
out
partners at Square
with
Enix
her?
External
Everything's
Studios
fine and you're in love and whatever?
to bring
Okay.
Max and Caledon University
Spoilers for the
They
first
account
one, I
for that.
guess.
life. And we couldn't have done it without Hannah, Tell, and the rest of our stunning cast, whose performances elevate and bring nuance to every moment of our story. Together, we've built for you a supernatural murder mystery.
What is this?
Packed full of twists, intrigue,
So
and
cool.
heart that still delivers on every aspect of Life is Strange's DNA. Meaningful emotional choices driven by your connection to other
Choices.
characters.
That's all we
A
need.
diverse and complex cast that reflects the world around us in all its joy, sorrow, and anxiety. Romance, humor, and light even in the darkest of circumstances. For those of you
Steph
who
is in
have
this.
played every Life is Strange to date, We can't wait to welcome you back. And for those of you curious about Max and her new adventure, we're delighted to have you join us. Welcome to our deep dive reveal of Life is Strange Double Exposure.
Just got chills, dude.
I do
Oh.
too, dude. And I've only played like a little bit of each.
I swore I'd never use my power again.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I've missed. I
2
don't think
nights
there
ago.
is. I think I've
What
got-
about many people missed the
comics.
DLC for True Colors Wavelengths?
Yeah, I played it.
There you go.
I found
You're
my
caught
friend's
up,
body
Captain Spirit.
in the woods.
You're in, bro.
I saw people saying that they think this will tie a lot into the comics.
Okay.
Comics has that.
Comics have
Because the comics
not
goes
really.
the other.
I don't know who I can
The
trust.
other way with the choice. Yeah.
Or who
Wait, does
trusts
the
me.
game canon go one
But
way?
my
The
friend
first game?
Safi
Not really.
No.
No.
is
But
dead.
the comic really leans into that
Like
other
2
choice.
even uses your save file, right? Like you
You get to choose.
Can I
go,
still
there's a
hear
bit-
It's like, what did you do at the end of 1?
Right,
It
right.
basically asks you.
Two's
Yeah.
with the brothers?
focusing
Yeah.
my power
So you
I didn't-
see
somehow
Arcadia Bay based on your choice at the end of the first game.
Oh.
into a parallel
They had a
timeline.
re-release, right?
Here,
Of one?
Safi is
Problematic.
still
when
alive.
they release,
Yeah.
Like,
The danger
problematic
stalks
that
Oh.
way.
every
Like,
step.
technically
And
buggy.
only
Oh,
I
okay.
can
Yeah.
investigate both realities.
Yeah, they added a bunch of racist stuff. I don't know. It's so weird.
It's the
Super
same
problematic
as this one,
re-release.
except you're dead.
Dead.
I can still save Safi
I didn't know they were on Tatooine for this.
if I can solve and prevent the same murders
Oh, I missed it.
across
That was
2
one of my favorites.
timelines.
Yeah, this is the same trailer from before.
Yeah, we've seen. Old trash, this. I like the subtle footsteps in the snow. That was cool.
Yeah.
Footprints.
Before Halloween.
Life is Strange
Oh, what
Double
was the date?
Exposure is a
October 29th.
thrilling narrative adventure game where you investigate
October's
a
heating up, dude.
supernatural murder mystery. You play as Max Caulfield, a photographer and artist
Don't
in
be
residence
Max's friend,
at
you'll end up
Caledon
dead.
University, a prestigious college in upstate
Is she
Vermont.
gay in canon?
When Max's new best
There's
friend,
no official
Safi,
canon.
is
There's no
found
canon.
murdered
So you can be gay or
in
straight.
mysterious
Oh.
circumstances, Max discovers she has the supernatural
yes.
ability to
I mean,
shift back and forth
canon.
between 2 timelines. In one timeline, Safi is dead, but in the other, she's still alive and still in danger.
Oh shit.
Max realizes the killer
Oh,
will
shit.
soon strike again in both versions of reality. Max and the player will use her new shift power to explore 2 versions of this vivid winter campus. As you forge
Dude.
allies and pursue
It looks very
suspects
similar
across
to
2
this.
versions
really
of
does.
reality,
Cool. It
you will
really
shape
does.
Yeah.
both timelines through your unforgettable
Life is
choices.
Strange coded.
But it's a race against time. A relentless detective has Max in his sights, and Safi's killer grows closer with every clue uncovered. With Max's new power to shift between 2 timelines, can you solve and prevent the same murder?
Wild.
The killer was
Right?
Captain Spirit Blood.
That little boy grew up to be a murderer.
What if, though?
He's so insane.
But this is all.
Murder
This seems like only a
mysteries,
couple
narrative
years.
genre full
Yeah.
of thrilling stories
Elyse!
and intense
You
action,
sack of shit!
scattered with red herrings and
Elyse!
the inevitable climactic twist. But what happens when elements of the supernatural become involved, making the mystery at hand
texting
seemingly
her a picture
impossible
of
to solve? And how do you write something so complex? I'm chatting with game director Jonathan Stouter and narrative director Felice Kwan to learn how they crafted Life is Strange Double Exposure's supernatural murder mystery.
Fuck yeah, give me that deep dive.
Jonathan and Felice, it is so wonderful to be here with you. How does it feel now that you can finally talk about Life is Strange Double Exposure?
It has definitely been exciting to finally get to talk about what Tech9's been working on these past few years and get to talk more about the game today.
We are excited for fan theories about what's going on in the trailer.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot of theories. We're gonna have a lot of theories, trust me, because a mystery is afoot, right? And that is the core premise of the game.
Right. But not just a murder mystery, it's a supernatural murder mystery. What initially starts as a whodunit
in terms of the crime very quickly becomes a how could this have even happened? How is this even possible sort of crime? And then you, as the player, as Max,
A
are
villain
uniquely
with
suited,
powers.
to use your
Finally
time
going
powers to
down.
solve
Like it.
this
Yep.
crime.
Oh, can you tell me about Max, who she is, and why she has time powers?
Right, so
What if
Max
it's
Caulfield,
Chloe?
famous photographer, artist in residence at
Jealous
Peloton
love.
University, which is the setting of our game.
She's come to Caledon University to start afresh, to build a life that's separate from a past that
Rachel
she
whatever.
doesn't really want to think about
Rachel
anymore.
Amber
Rachel
hype.
Amber. Or who's the
Unfortunately
bitchy
for
girl?
her, this mystery lands in her lap.
Yeah.
Kate.
So,
Yeah,
Felice, can you set the
dude,
scene
Kate
for us? Because we've got
Marsh,
mysterious pasts at play, but then also this is a very unusual murder mystery, right?
Right. So it is almost holly break, dead of winter. Max walks up a hill and finds her friend Safi dead in the snow, seconds after seeing
Jesus.
Safi talking on the phone. There are no footprints, there's no weapon. Police are completely stumped as to how it could have happened.
So there's not really any evidence or leads to go by. How do you solve a murder mystery like this? What tools might you have?
Luckily, Max unlocks a supernatural ability. She is able to shift from
Goku style,
the current
dude.
timeline into a parallel timeline
Trauma,
where her friend Safi
unlocking
is
your
alive.
potential.
And fans of the first game will
Happens with a lot
recognize
of
this
us.
as kind of an evolution of her rewind power.
What was her power in the
and
first
why
game?
exactly that
Rewind.
has happened
Oh, that's
is at the heart of the story.
What the hell was that?
So my understanding is there are two timelines at play here, one in which Safi is still alive, and the other, she's been murdered. If I'm Max, why don't I just stay in the timeline where she's still alive?
Great question, Elyse.
Max will very quickly discover the killer is still at large in the timeline
Asking
where
the
Safi
hard-hitting
is alive.
questions.
Yeah.
So, using her new supernatural abilities,
Hard-nosed
Max will have to both
journalism,
solve and
Elyse.
prevent the same crime across two timelines.
So we're dealing with two timelines and a race against time to stop a killer before they kill again. This seems like it was very complicated to write.
It was really complicated. It was also very interesting because Max meets essentially two versions of every person that she's investigating, two versions of the environment, and these will both differ in ways that are significant because of Safi's death. It is
Yeah, I wonder
also
if there's like a
kind of
notebook or
bittersweet
something
because
that-
even the people that Max is growing closer to, like Moses, there's two versions of him as well. And she's
All
never
in with
that.
Moses.
Can you tell us a
Yeah,
bit more
big
about
Best
Moses?
friend,
So Moses
Moses.
is
Big Moses
Safi's
fan.
best
Let's
friend,
go.
and he's an astrophysicist at this college.
Oh, shit.
And
Oh,
because
yeah.
of his science
Love it,
background,
Obi
he might
says
be
Loki.
the only person who can help Max understand what's going on with her powers. And the two of them grow closer through this investigation. But
I
Max
swear to God, if
has
they
to
have a
wrestle with if she's
conversation
ready
about
to
Schrodinger's
open
cat,
up and
I'm gonna
tell
throw
someone
my
about her
controller
powers
through
for
the
first time in
TV.
years.
Now, Jonathan, I can imagine that the multiple timelines also really lends itself to some interesting gameplay. What can we expect?
Well, so Max's ability to shift between the two timelines open up a whole slew of new gameplay possibilities for us. And so Max will be navigating between different versions of the same space impacted by Safi's death, and she'll be able to use these powers to circumnavigate puzzles, discover clues about suspects she might not otherwise have access to, in addition to navigating these different relationships in each space.
Oh, so like maybe in one timeline, a door is closed, in another, it's been unlocked, but it sort of depends on how you play the game, right?
Right.
Or Max can make sure that it is unlocked. in one timeline.
Oh, now we're learning. I'm going to write this down in advance. And you mentioned earlier that
something
this
in one
is
timeline?
described as a
Shit.
quote-unquote impossible murder that only Max can solve. Why is that?
Because Max can talk to the murder victim. She's the only person who can do that, and it's her relationship with Safi that's the key to solving it.
Safi's alive.
Max, are you okay? It kind of seems like you're on drugs.
Huh? Oh,
Christmas tree man.
She hides her meth pipe.
no, I'm just really happy you're here
Has there
with me.
ever been a cozier game than Life is Strange?
And
I don't
your
think
mom.
so.
A lot of games don't have
drugs
murder. Animal Crossing.
So let's talk about Max's incredible new ability to bend time. Give us the lowdown on that.
Right. So Max has the ability to tear the fabric between these two timelines and instantaneously travel between them. We call it shifting.
That's a lot of responsibility, and that's a lot
Yeah.
of power. Where does
The
it come from?
FBC
Because we
is
know
gonna
Max
come
to have had
knocking.
powers in the
Jesse
past, right?
Faden.
Yeah.
She actually
Shows
does
up.
not have her rewind powers anymore. She has not used it because of the trauma associated with it.
Major
and fear of
trauma.
what might happen. And
wonder
so
if
when Safi is
at the
murdered,
end, maybe
she can't rewind. It's like losing fluency in a language. But she does care enough about Safi that she's willing to use the new version of her power, the shifting, to try to help her friend. But why that has happened is Max doesn't know. It's kind of at the heart of the story.
So is Max kind of thrown by having this new power, or is she sort of old hat at this? She's like, yeah, I just got another power, pile it on.
She definitely at first, she needs to use the power to investigate how the power works before she can even start to investigate the murder. So right off the bat, she is concerned, is this some version of Rewind? Have I gone back in time? She doesn't know. And so she starts traversing the timelines, pulsing and listening in on folks across the veil and deducing how her power works.
Okay, so this pulse power, is that the thing that she does where it's kind of like an aura coming out of her fingertips and she can,
goes up.
What's that?
Right, so Max can extend her supernatural senses to detect where the veil is weakest between the two timelines, the spots where she can shift. And in doing that, she can also grab a glimpse of other people, key objects across the timeline without having to shift, which comes in really handy when you're a detective and you want to eavesdrop and snoop and track suspects.
So when she uses the pulse, she kind of like takes this glimpse into the two timelines, can make an assessment, and then choose which one to shift into. How does the shift work?
Right, so when Max has identified one of these weak points between the timelines, we call them shift spots, she can use the shifting ability to instantaneously travel to the other timeline. So in a flash, she is instantaneously transported to the opposite version of the environment, different non-playable characters around, and so she's able to use that to traverse puzzles, circumnavigate
There was
locked
decorations
doors,
in one and not in the
suspects
other.
that won't talk
One's
to
like
her
a
in one
happier
timeline, but
universe
will
or
in
something?
another.
Shout
So,
out
like, is it
to
apparent
current
to the
gen. Everyone's like,
player,
ooh, wasn't a
I'm
big
in
of a
this
leap.
timeline where
That
Safi's still
fucking
alive, or I'm in
transition.
this one where Safi's dead. Like,
Right
how
there.
will I know?
Same with the light switch
I'm like
in
confused
Alan
myself
Wake, you know?
playing this.
It's like, that's some
so-
SSD
Max
shit
get
right
confused?
She does. She absolutely does get confused. And along the way, she has to learn what's different between the two timelines along with the player. But Safi's death not just reverberates through the relationships on campus, but also through the environment. And we reflect this in different ways, different set dressing, different audio, different lighting. The weather patterns change. It's the butterfly effect. And so Safi's death has this immense impact that creates two distinctly different timelines.
I do think that it will be really clear to both Max and the player where she's at. At the same time, she's juggling twice as many social interactions and twice as many clues. So she absolutely messes up. It's a lot of fun for Max to try to keep all of that straight.
Right. So she'll have to keep an eye out for dialogue choices because if you're not paying attention, you might stumble into Max being confused about the timeline. Whereas if you're on your game, you can avoid those little faux pas in a conversation.
I'm sorry. I was being nosy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
amazing.
why.
Because you could say something that you
Probably
don't
just
know from this timeline. That's awesome.
That is so good.
Jesus, Max. Get your shit together.
And also, we're on a college campus.
Love her.
So
What's
she's
her
supposed to be
story?
using this power to
We don't
be
know, I
solving a
don't
murder mystery. But I imagine there's probably also a lot of drama
Neck
that
tattoos are
filters
like
there.
And she's an artist in residence. So
Cody
she's
Rhodes
supposed
fan
to be
over here.
this mentor figure to students who are still there on holiday break. But at the same time, it would be really useful to
Probably very
manipulate
different
these
kind of neck
students to
tattoos.
solve this mystery. So she is juggling a lot.
So Max Caulfield, who has been so closed off for so long, now has to be like, okay, I have to juggle all these new social situations and put myself out there. It sounds like this is going to be a big learning experience for Max.
Now I have more impossible questions than I had to begin with.
You see that sign said
I have
finals
to ask
postponed.
because
postponed,
I'm just
yeah.
so
Because of
curious.
murder,
Which
yeah.
came first, the idea for Max to have this timeline shifting power, or did your team just want to experiment with the idea of multiple timelines?
We have been interested in multiple timelines for a while because of that gameplay.
Wait, Huber, this is a multiverse.
I know.
But I think it wasn't
know. But
it's
until
only
we were
two.
exploring
Shouldn't you be
Max's
pissed?
story that it really clicked
I'm
how
nervous.
we could do
Yeah.
I'm nervous about
how
that.
we could do
Yeah.
it in a way that felt absolutely intertwined with the emotional journey as well.
And shifting and traversing the timelines is in
be
player's
interesting if,
hands. You have to trust
like,
the player.
The good
Yeah, the
ending
player
is
over the
just
course of the
saving
game
the
is
other
going to
one.
learn
Like you
how
can't
to use this
undo.
ability to
Like that would
navigate
be nice.
Yeah.
kind of
environments,
in a
these
weird way.
Save the timeline.
relationships.
It has
and then
stakes,
at a
though, you
certain
know?
Well, you
point,
probably at
just
the end have to
trust the
choose
player
which universe you
to
stay
live
in.
in.
Yeah,
solve
yeah.
this mystery.
Is my guess.
When I woke up,
Right?
They'll put the
Safi was
romance in the
gone
dead
forever.
Safi version.
and now
Yeah.
I am in a whole new world of questions. What are these worlds? Timelines? Realities? Where did this new power come from? Is the
Shout
line
out
gone forever?
to all the
Lucky
meditation
for
spots
me,
in Life is Strange.
one question
God,
clearly takes priority. How do I protect the Safi I have left?
Now, as a big fan, I am
Sometimes
so
I'll just-
happy that
sometimes I'll
Hannah
just sit at
Tell
those
is
spots for
returning
no
as
joke 10
Max.
minutes.
But
I'll
for
just, like, go
people
get some
who
water,
are new, players who
vibe
are
out.
new to the
Safi
Life
new,
is
or
Strange
is she
franchise,
Yeah, yeah.
do they have to go back and play all of the older titles? What's
Here's
the
the
point of
PR
entry
pitch.
for
You don't
them?
need to play
You don't have to do it all. All of the Life is Strange games
Feel
stand on
free.
their own,
No.
and have their own story.
The devs are wrong.
And so for Life is Strange Double
They made the
Exposure,
game and the character.
players
They're
will have everything they
wrong.
need
Creator's
to
intent is
understand
wrong.
the
Yep.
emotional context
No.
of Max's past. But it is a brand new location.
She's
in
saying
a
she's
small
literally
college.
actively
There's
saying it's
new
better if you play them
characters,
while you're yelling at her
yeah.
for
start
not
with this
saying
version.
that.
Seems like Safi rubbed a few people
By the
the
way.
wrong way. How should I know? Go talk to somebody who's been here longer than 6 months.
We do all know that Life is Strange is all about
So she just
choices
started. She's a
and the
freshman?
consequences of those choices.
Well, it's- they
better
said
or
artist in
worse.
residence, so I think
for
she
returning
might not
players
actually
like
be a
me
student.
who made really hard decisions that we now have to
Artist
live
in
with,
residence has
do we
finals?
bring
Oh, I
those
guess we-
with us to Life is Strange Double Exposure?
Yes. So
Great question,
the
Elyse.
returning
Best
players
question.
from Max's first adventure will remember that there's a massive decision to make at the end of that game, results in 2 very different endings. And it was really important at Deck 9, if we were going to make another Max adventure, that the game would have to respect both those endings. Life is Strange Double Exposure does that very thing.
Is that the
There's
shooting?
no canon ending in our book
Oh,
to
yeah.
the first game.
rematch.
Double
Yeah, yeah,
Exposure will respect both endings in Max's thoughts, her journal, her SMS, her interactions with other characters.
That's actually
what
kind of
she
a
opts
bummer.
to reveal about her past
Is
to her
it?
new friends.
Well, because that means that it
is
doesn't have a big
all,
impact either
reflective
way,
of that
or they would have to
choice.
make like
For
huge
all of
changes
us
to
It has an
the game.
impact for
who
you as the
were
player.
Yeah.
though.
I
rocky
guess,
Bringing
yeah.
your
making those
story.
tough decisions,
Yeah.
who kind of crave making decisions like that again. Will we have lots of those choices that keep us up at night playing Life is Strange Double Exposure?
Yeah, Max will face a lot of tough decisions. It's kind of her thing.
Perfect. That's what I want. Bring it on. Bring it on. And so it's been so long since the original game came out. For players who maybe
That's a
don't
good
have the
point.
original console that they played
Someone in
on,
chat
or
said each
let alone
timeline
the
is
save file
the-
from their
each ending.
Life is Strange 1
Yeah,
game,
I could see that.
how will
Could
they
be.
import
Yeah.
their
From the
previous
first game.
choices?
That's a good
So
point. That's a
Safi
good
and
idea.
Max will have a conversation that's pretty early on in the game, and Arcadia Bay just comes up naturally in that conversation. So players
Arcadia
can
Bay?
remake the choice then.
Wait, but that can't be
or
it.
try the other way.
because-
Okay, so it sounds like
Oh, that's a
Safi
good
is
way to
kind of
handle
like
that. You're like
a little
telling her.
interrogation there with Max.
Safi's very curious
Okay.
about
I don't think
Max
that,
because
that can be
Max
it,
is generally
the
pretty
story
closed off,
because
and Safi knows
then
there's something
you would
interesting there.
exist in
Okay,
one.
so that's
Too
where we're going to see
predictable,
this
too. And
backstory
moving to the
come into
other-
play.
Way too predictable.
Very,
You know?
very cool.
I don't know
So
how
it
the
sounds
first
like
game
new
ends,
players
so-
are all good to go.
Yeah, 100%. It was
one
very
of my
important
favorite
to us
debates
that
ever.
for folks entirely
The
brand
end of
new
the
to the
first game, 'cause
franchise and brand
so
new
many
to
people
Max
think they're
Caulfield
right
as a
for picking
character
each one.
that
It's-
every
I feel like
moment
I
you
should
know
play the
about
first
her
game,
is
all the
right
way through.
there
I like
in
it.
Life is Strange Double Exposure. And then for returning players,
They recontextualize the
we
ending too in later
absolutely
games.
honor
It's super awesome.
the biggest
Really?
and most
Oh,
impactful
shit.
decision you're going to remember
Wow.
from that first game and carry that forward so you can see how that plays out in Max's latest adventure.
Is this about the blue-haired girl whose picture you keep in your wallet?
Wait, you snooped in my wallet?
Stop deflecting.
Wow.
The girl with the blue hair. What's the deal with you two?
Why are you gonna make me so sad? Oh, it's Life is Strange.
We were high school.
Next
I
up,
wanna see
we
that.
speak to
Damn it.
Hannah Tell, the iconic voice of Max
I want to see the
Caulfield.
response.
And be sure to stick around because in less than 10 minutes, we'll showcase an extended look at new Life is Strange Double Exposure gameplay for the very first time.
They're going all in
You
on
don't
this,
want to
blood.
miss it.
Weird.
Dig this. Yo, Moses.
Moses, dude.
Moses,
dude.
get ready. Get ready.
Shout
Best
out
character of the year.
I'm Hannah
Sorry,
Tell,
Max.
and I play Max Caulfield in Life is Strange Double Exposure.
Hannah, I'm so thrilled that you are back
always
as
weird
Max
to see a
Caulfield in
voice
Life is
actor and
Strange
you're like,
Double
"Oh,
Exposure. This is what we've been
you look
waiting
not
for.
like the character.
How does it feel for you to return to Max? Probably a lot of emotions, underplay.
Yeah, so many emotions. It's an incredible feeling, and in a certain way, it feels like I'm coming home. I love Max so much, and we have so much in common. And my experience playing her the first time around was so formative in my life. It's a real honor to get to come back and expand on her story.
How did things feel this time around versus portraying the character in 2015?
Well, she's grown up so much. She was in high school in the
15?
first game, and now
9 years
she's,
ago.
out of her college years. She has a somewhat prestigious position as an artist in residence at this amazing university. And she has this whole amazing future ahead of her in terms of her artist career as a photographer. And I think that that's really given her a sense of purpose that's motivated her to kind of shed some of the shyness, parts of her introversion that held her back. I think that she's kind of grown out of that. She's more comfortable with who she is, and she feels like, hey, this is who I'm supposed to be.
Be safe, yeah?
When am I not?
She's been suppressing her powers while on the road. And now she's this artist in residence at Caledon in Vermont. Does she still feel like she needs to suppress them, or why did she feel like she needed to suppress them?
Well, the powers
just
resulted
Vermont,
in
she's on the East
ultimate
Coast now.
devastation in her life and everyone's life around her, and
Vermont
even
is
like
like
the
the
space-time
Pacific
continuum
Northwest
with
of the
the
East
weather-related phenomenons that were taking place because of her using this power. So she feels like this is like a deadly weapon.
Death
It's not
Stranding.
something that she's gonna ever want to use again, and also it really sets her apart from having a normal life and having normal relationships with people. So I think she's put that away very confidently, and is very hesitant about ever tapping back into that side of herself again. She doesn't know what could happen. It could even kill her to try to use her powers again.
Whoa.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Trevor, those
We've caught up
nosebleeds,
with who
I'm
Max
telling you.
Caulfield is now. What has she been doing in the time between the events of Arcadia Bay to now?
All right, Elyse.
Well, she's been on the road.
On the road!
She
Hint, hint.
doesn't feel comfortable in any one place. And she's living like a nomadic lifestyle,
that a hint?
taking photographs of
The second
abandoned,
one?
lonely spaces. For some reason, anything that's desolate or stark and intense really draws her eye. And she likes to photograph that. And she's made a bit of a name for herself by photographing these types of images. And she searches for them and stays in hotels and hangs out in local watering holes and just kind of absorbs the slice of life of each little town that she's been in. And now she's in
But I
a new
hope they
environment with
expand
all
photography.
new people and a new job responsibility
And new powers, too,
and
right?
new powers,
Can you talk
yeah.
about that a little bit? Because fans of the original game, we love the rewind power. We were turning back time, but now time is moving in a different direction.
Exactly. Well, as Max has evolved, her powers have evolved. She didn't use that power for a really long time, understandably, because it created so much devastation. So it atrophied and it adapted into something different.
What if I told you there's this other timeline where Safi is alive and
He's
I
in.
can travel
He's like, I believe you.
between this
Immediate
timeline
buy-in.
and that
Yeah.
one?
So she has
Immediate
this supernatural
trust you,
ability to
Moses.
move between the timelines, see the timeline where Safi is still alive,
Yes.
go into the one where she's dead, talk to people.
Yes, exactly. She has a unique position to figure out what's really going on in this terrible situation of Safi's death.
So I know you're a true crime fan. So when you
Yeah.
got the call
isn't?
of, hey, we want you to come back and play Max and solve this mystery, where were you? What
prefer
was going through
fictional
your
crime.
head when you finally learned the news?
Well, I was still in school. I was studying neuroscience. I was trying to prepare to take calculus. I had to have 2 different tutors. It was a horrible situation.
2 timelines, 2 tutors.
2 timelines, 2 tutors, 1 mystery, 1 failing grade. But I got the call, and it was just like such an amazing rescue from my math phobia. And it was the producer and the performance director telling me, and I just sobbed into the phone.
Well, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
As you can probably tell, the fan base, myself included, have a very personal relationship with Max. How does it feel for you personally knowing the impact that you've made on fans in the community?
It's just unbelievable to be playing a part that resonated with someone, so many people. It makes me feel so validated and so honored and so grateful. There are so many fans of this game that have created this really loving community where they share their art and they pour their time and energy into creating gorgeous artwork or really intricate creative cosplays.
Got tattoos?
Tattoos. It's etched on their skin permanently because the game changed them. And the game changed me too. So I feel very connected to them, and it moves me to tears all the time.
Let's thrash, Chakra Bra.
Okay. Let's pretend you said something normal, but basically that.
And it's not often that an actor gets to reprise a
fucking
character.
feels.
Was that something that you, from a physical perspective, from a performance perspective, had to take into account?
Much,
Because,
it's too
back in
much.
2015, you were portraying a teenage
are we
Max
assuming it's episodic
versus
again?
Life is Strange Double
I hope
Exposure.
not.
was
I
something
think
different.
it
Did you
is.
have to
2
change your
episodes.
voice
Yeah.
or pitch?
Yes,
but they're
well,
like
my
gonna be
voice
done when
kind of
it's-
stayed the
Yeah.
same.
Oh, there's only 2
But
I
Max's
think
voice
2 are
matured.
available.
It got
They're
a
probably
bit
gonna
more
get into
deeper,
that.
Yeah,
more
they'll get into
grounded
it.
in its,
Yeah.
in its tone, and her posture became a bit more sure of herself and tall and standing to her full height and taking up space and being comfortable with that. And so I had to,
She said
adjust
posture,
everything
and I
about my
realized I was
body
hunching. I
to
was
try
like-
to convey her growth.
Let's thrash.
I am curious, like, what happens when she's in the other timeline.
And
Like, is
now
there another?
we're proud
If
to
you die in
present
another
Max
timeline,
Steel.
you die in real life.
Yeah, does she
From
just
Life
this
is
is why I
Strange,
can't do
Double
time travel
Exposure.
shit? How often is time happening, you know?
Most of the time.
Like,
That's like
it's too frustrating.
the fucking Bill and Ted rules where it's like the clock in San Dimas is always running.
Give me the quick
That
version of what
doesn't
we're
make
actually here to
fucking
see.
sense.
Like, if somebody
A bunch of little
calls her
pieces
phone
of a shattered asteroid.
Right.
from the other
From
timeline,
11 million
what's
miles
happening?
away.
This is what I get for introducing you to.
This crew is the best.
Yeah. Fucking
Wow.
watching the stars is like my favorite.
So, should we be worried about this crazy asteroid hitting Earth?
Not in our lifetime. And it'll probably disintegrate before it reaches the surface.
Moses. Dude.
Moses.
You have 24 hours
When will
before the
Ven
world
be
ends.
now?
What would you do?
Again?
David.
I'm documenting that shit. Can you
Hell
imagine how cool an apocalypse photo set would be?
Oh my god, this again?
You'd never see
Nobody would see it. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Art requires an audience.
Gabby?
Otherwise, it's just
Okay, jeez. Agree to disagree.
awful quiet
Flesh
over
tone
there.
gloves.
Yeah.
Don't want to weigh in?
I think they're yellow, but
I
the
wasn't-
light
I mean, yeah, they
reflects
match the
them in a
hat.
strange way,
Hey,
yeah.
looks like the equipment's working.
Eek.
But like,
Am I not at home wrapped up in a blanket
No.
burrito right now?
because you're a good friend.
I don't know. Me and Moses out in town without you? Think of the wild times you would have missed.
Lakeport's most notorious party animals. Bow, 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 bow. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, I brought cups. Figured that was better than passing the bottle around.
Oh, I need this.
This
I
is the
need
best
that
you can
mug.
Purchase
I
that
don't work
mug.
in the
Special
Oh.
edition. Special edition.
Don't
Give me that
blame me for
mug.
the astronomy
Yes.
department's bad taste.
Mine says, I'm the world's horniest grandma.
Oh my god, you can pick.
Oh, yes.
1 out of 2 ain't bad.
This action has consequences.
It's funny. Because later there's going to be someone with like drinking from it or
That
something.
mug
I
is
have
the
some
murder
good
weapon.
news.
Yeah.
It's big, but I can't tell you what it is.
You can't tell us you have good news and then
I don't want to say anything else until everything is finalized.
mysterious.
The mug will
Well, whatever
remember
we're celebrating, I think it calls for a
that.
selfie.
That's funny.
Oh, I just got this camera
Boy, dude,
and I
how
want
right
to get
are these
some good
vibes,
use of
man?
it.
What should we say?
Damn, I think I have hypothermia.
What?
Moses
has
has
hypothermia.
Love how
Okay.
dorky they are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
do my thing.
What are a bunch of friends that work at a school gonna be like? Yeah.
What's do my thing mean?
Good news, huh?
You two and your secrets. How you ever hold a conversation with each other is beyond me.
I'm dying to know what Safi's good news is. Maybe I can somehow convince her to spill.
Safi, S-A-F-I. Interesting.
Safia. It's probably short for
I love how Moses always looks so passionate about
There it is.
his
What I
work.
said.
Camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crunching numbers.
They enhanced photography.
Moses.
Yes.
Casually
Enhance.
lean on the
They
telescope.
blurred out that
I might knock it over.
thing.
Pretend.
Love this blood. This is
You
clutch.
can direct people.
I love how awkward
Yeah.
he is. He's so
Cool.
You can
what
retake
poses
it.
does Moses have?
Journal, phone, collectibles.
The murderer is Max from the future.
Oh no.
Hey, Safi. Find anything poemable?
The moon? Kind of. Though I'd hardly be the first. Carl Sandburg called it a friend for the lonesome to talk to.
Pretty. I haven't seen a moon this bright outside of Oregon.
Oh,
out.
a Max biography nugget. Those are rare.
She doesn't like
You
talking
never
about
really
her
talk
past.
about why you
No.
came here.
Nope. Change subject right now. Leave me alone.
You already know. Your mom threw me a lifeline. Pulled me out of freelance hell.
Permalance.
One of these days, I'm gonna find out what you're running from, Max Caulfield. That's a promise.
Not if you're dead.
Okay, spill. What's the news?
No chance. That vault is closed.
You're killing me here. Are you really gonna
Killing me,
keep secrets
Smalls.
from your dear friend Max?
You're one to talk, my dear.
Yeah, you're keeping secret. Traitor.
What if she has a power?
Oh
That's
my
my
God.
theory. That's my theory,
Okay.
right?
She's the
I'll
villain.
leave you to your news.
Maybe not that, but she's got a
She
power.
killed herself somehow.
She
Or, like-
murdered herself
Yeah.
to prevent herself from destroying the world. Moses, dude.
Moses. The
Hey,
legend.
Moses. Doesn't some small part of you want to know what Safi's good news is?
Somebody in chat said this, but I do get man in the chair vibes from Moses. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
For sure.
I think I have an idea. But
He'll
once we go down
help you
this road-
break into a secure facility.
Yeah. He's hacking a security
Yeah.
system at some point.
Yeah, he's very like Q, like
Yeah.
You are in there.
This is Safi, if you can. You'll probably have to trick her into taking it or plan it on her.
Like a
Bottle
prank?
cap.
No, this has rules. So it's more of a game. Whoever holds the bottle cap has to do whatever you say. Well, within reason.
Within reason.
Moses, I have literally never wanted to play a game more in my entire life.
Say that now. But Safi
Max
has a
loves
very
games.
loose definition of within reason. And she'll come for you next.
Okay, wish me luck.
Funny kind of weird lore thing.
What about episode 0 of True Colors, or Before the Stormblood? You play that one?
Okay.
Episode
how am I going to
0?
plant this
Got
on
your
We
Safi?
got him.
Episode 0.
Got your ass!
Yeah, yes. The one where Max moves away.
Fake fan.
It
dude.
is fucking the most
many-
depressing
Safi hasn't
hour of
got
anything you've
smoking
ever
yet.
played. It's
Maybe I
horrible.
can
Let's
use it to
phone
my
it.
advantage.
Amazing, but
I'd have
horribly
to check.
depressing.
I
I'm
can't
not
say for
above
sure that I
relaxing
have or
principles
haven't.
to Safi that bottle. There might be some other hiding places up here that could work.
That one's so brutal, dude.
Could I
It's
hide
not
the
right.
bottle cap in a snowball? Not sure I want to rely on my aim. I'd only get one shot. Safi eats these when she can't slip away for a smoke. It'd be totally normal for me to offer her one.
This is cool. You gotta like figure out how to get it to her
Yeah.
surreptitiously.
You could probably choose which.
Yeah.
And we can't rewind time to make it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, she discovers it. Oh, let me just rewind really quick.
What if it doesn't come out first?
Hey,
She's like, you want more candy?
Want a piece of candy? There's a few left.
Oh, twist my arm.
Gotcha.
Got your ass.
Shit. It's a
Conspiracy.
Come on, Max. Surely you, of all people, would let a girl have her secrets.
And violate the sacred covenant of the bottle cap? Never.
You know
You're
I'm
a
going to give
monster,
you back for
Max.
this, right?
Less thready, more talk.
Okay.
Less thready.
So, well, I've been shopping around a bunch of my poetry, right? Like, as a collection. And a publisher made an offer.
For real? Oh my god, Safi! That's incredible! Congratulations!
Thank you. Nothing signed or anything yet, so I want to keep it under wraps until all the paperwork gets signed.
Understood. Your secret is safe with me.
Oh.
She's like, hey, Moses.
Oh. Yeah. Hello?
Sketch.
This is Safi?
Clandestine.
Yes, this is Safia Llewellyn Fayyad speaking.
Sophia.
Be right back.
And you never saw her again in this timeline. They always gotta make them the best before they brutally murder them.
Yeah.
Big poetry is out to get her.
Big poetry.
It's big prose.
Yeah, yeah,
Trying
yeah.
to stop the release of her poetry book.
Would you really take pictures of the end of the world?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Already have.
Think about
Yeah.
it. I take photos of empty buildings. An empty planet? That's next level.
Okay. But it's like Safi said. Nobody is ever going to see them.
Sure, but who cares? I take a lot of photos nobody ever sees. I want to go out doing something I'm good at, you know? Oh, what?
No, nothing. Just didn't take you as a it's the journey, not the destination type.
I mean, I guess I'm not. It's more like sometimes you reach the destination alone. And that's okay.
God,
Look
these
at
scenes feel so good.
What a tale.
So natural, so smooth.
Yeah, it's good writing.
Really, really good.
Moses was right. This is awesome.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We don't like this.
That's because taking a picture of the moon is impossible. The moon did it.
Yeah.
The moon's in on it.
Are you okay?
Yeah. All good. Just dizzy. Maybe the champagne. I think I'm gonna take off. Get some rest.
I can give you a ride.
Fun
if
to
you
clean
wait
up
a few
all that
minutes.
shit?
No, that's
Seriously.
okay. I
There's some
think a
weird,
walk
like,
will clear my head.
audio pops.
Think so.
Not done yet, I suppose. Why does Caledon sound familiar?
Caliban from
Well, yeah, but
Logan.
But Caledon sounds like like a mythical figure or something.
Tempest or Logan?
The breadth of humanity.
DMCA incoming.
Probably.
Yeah.
Remix.
No, this will be playing for a
Excited
while.
to hear what kind of music is in this.
Yeah, always.
I just now remembered they were saying co-streamers, make sure you pick the
I'm
game.
glad Moses invited me out tonight.
I don't know what we picked when we put the category in.
Oh, special event.
Okay. Oh,
You know,
well.
you didn't tell me that.
I just saw it on Twitter, it's fine.
So be it.
Caledon's a beautiful campus, but
Caledon.
even better when it snows.
It's Caliban.
No.
Can I change that on my phone?
Oh, you might be able to change it.
Yes. Are you doing it?
What a perfect night for walking home. I'll just catch up with Safi tomorrow.
Promise this is what you want.
Safi's chain smoking again? I wonder what
Uh-oh.
that call was about.
Stressed out. Oh, here's where we.
Yeah, look at that.
Here's where we find her
Snow I never
corpse.
do to you.
I don't think I can change
Owls.
That owl has super significant meaning, and I don't know what it is yet.
it. Yeah, because she has an owl.
Around campus.
Owls are.
Wait, the mods can change it, right?
They can, yeah, if they're around.
Hey, mod, are you any mods in there?
Court of Owls.
Can you change to Life is Strange? Category?
Get your trophy.
A shot like this every day.
Get that trophy.
Kaladin.
really watching
haircut. Yeah, that's probably
Isn't
it.
it Caledon?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kaladin is what I'm thinking of from Stormlighter.
Again.
It was the owl.
Both times when she took a picture.
Yeah.
This is not a test.
Alex Chen.
The emergency broadcast system is now in effect.
I caused this. I caused all of this.
That sounded like some Arcadia
That sounded like
Bay
Ash
trauma.
for a second.
Sounded like a
Well, it would have been if she's remembering Chloe.
The person who said Max sounded like Chloe.
Yeah.
Max? That's some old school trauma.
Hey. Hey, are you okay?
There it is. See?
The NB.
Yep.
Yeah, something's triggering it.
That's not good.
Safi.
It's not good, Max.
Come back.
Listen to like in all Moses run. You do everything he says. Listen to him. He's the voice of reason.
Astrophysicist.
Yeah.
Should listen to.
Yeah.
Is Caledon supposed to be like Middlebury?
There's Safi. She seems
okay.
okay. I feel like I should check on her anyway. Better safe than sorry.
Where'd Moses go?
New message from Moses. View that message. Why are you ghosting him?
He's probably like, bitch, come back and help me clean up.
There are 6 telescopes up here, Max.
3 chairs.
Whoa.
Safi, hang on.
Was that a gunshot or a
gunshot?
tree
Like a gunshot.
snapping?
She got sniped. That's why there's no footprints.
Adamantium
No, but she's
bullets.
fine. What the
Safi's
fuck?
fine. For a moment, I thought.
We heard it in the other time.
The reality is, yeah, like blending.
Yeah. Or
God, it looks so good.
maybe someone attempted
does
to
look
shoot
really
her,
good.
but then Safi would have heard it.
Right. Right.
It looks so damn good.
Safi.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a step up from the,
Safi.
janky original for sure.
You
Even True
okay?
This ain't right.
Oh my god.
This is not right.
Yo, what?
She has a camera.
Cameras. There's something about cameras. Safi's camera has a clue on it, I bet.
Yo, yeah.
Got to develop that
The
film.
last photo she took. This ain't right.
She's not
Damn, that bass is insane.
She's used to it. She's used to this. I mean, insta tears.
Thanks, man. Freaking A.
Life is Strange, why do you gotta kill everyone all the time?
I like this team.
Haunting.
Dark wave goth girl shit? Yes, please.
Incredible.
Yeah, that was really good.
So excellent.
Yeah.
Green one. Dude,
I need it.
I'm in.
Less
dude.
than 6 months.
Thanks for tuning in to our Life is Strange Double
Thank
Exposure
you.
reveal show.
Yeah.
You can pre-order the game now for
welcome.
release
Incredible.
on October 29th, 2024.
I like the two.
Yeah,
photos.
that's literally
have
just a few months
no
away.
fear.
I have literally never
question.
wanted to
The
play
what?
a game more in my
It just
entire life.
that's making it seem like it all
Pre-order
is
the
just coming
Ultimate
out in one
Edition
day.
to get advance access to the first 2 chapters on October
First
15th.
2.
2 whole weeks
So there
before
will
release
be-
date.
Weeks early.
You'll also
2
receive
weeks.
5 outfit
There will be a
packs.
gap. There will be a
Spooky,
gap.
Decades,
That's insane.
Final
That is
Fantasy
insane.
VII, fan
What?
favorites, and paw prints.
Mog?
As well as exclusive
You
packed
can have a
content.
fucking Mog
That
meeting.
means you can
on
change
all
clothes at
social
will.
media
Cat
at Life is
content.
Strange Game for the latest updates. And we'll see you again soon.
The logos feel like they almost spell something.
Right.
Like, I love episodic. If you're going to do episodic, just be episodic. You know what I mean? Like, 1 week, 1 week later, 1 week later. Like, it's weird you get 2 early, and then you'll probably have to wait like a month or so, or 2, or however long for 3. That's weird. But who knows?
But yeah, that's the premium edition that gets it too early. That's what's weird.
Yeah. So would the regular edition get like episode 1, and then a week later episode 2?
What?
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I
Because the
think you might
deluxe
just
is you
two
get
episodes at a
2.
time.
So if you get the regular, you get both episodes 1 and 2.
Wait, it said wait.
Episodes 1 and 2
said-
early with deluxe.
You said you get them 2 weeks early.
Yeah.
But it might be you get 1 and 2, and then when the game releases, you get everything else. It might not be episodic like that. That is my guess.
That makes sense, Gabby. That makes sense. So if you get the deluxe,
'Cause it
you can
didn't
have a
say it
head
was
start.
It
But you
didn't say
can't
that.
see the
You're
end
right.
game.
When the main game comes out, it's everything, but you can play the first 2 early. That makes
Yeah.
100% sense.
That is my guess.
Okay.
Art.
That's awesome. Good. Yeah, because then I get that
Now
little.
now you
No, then I get that little gap. That's perfect. Because I love Blood. You know how much I loved waiting in. You know, we always used to do the spoiler modes with Elyse, like in between episodes. You can sit on it. You can digest it. There's always so much to unpack in each individual episode. When you're burning through it all, for me, it just has like a little less time to resonate. Whereas if you play one at a time, it's like, really let me think about everything that just went down.
But it still seems like it is in episodes,
Yeah.
so it's in these like digestible little chunks, which
Yeah.
I appreciate.
Yeah. Everything about that was so confident. The dialogue, the set, just everything about it, the visuals, everything looked so good. I'm not concerned in the slightest.
Yeah.
In fact, it is my most anticipated of the year at this point. Straight up.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, like the facial animations and everything, like are really on point now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
There's a-
Plus, like them being adults is just inherently more interesting to me.
Yeah. Well, no, I liked the school part of it.
No,
all.
yeah, it's not disinteresting really, but
I love revisiting a character that I've already spent time with so many years later, because then I can see the growth and track that time.
Well, I like
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm
love
sure
that.
we're
She's
gonna
an
like
adult,
pick
but
up
you're
a
still
journal
out
and
of
then just
school.
Yeah.
we're gonna spend like 4 hours reading some journals.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
Like see what
Right
all
when we
happened
hop
on the
in.
road.
Yep. Oh, that was so good.
all right, chat. We're gonna mute just for a second to set up for the podcast, but we are just gonna stay right here. It'll be like 5-10 minutes. So stick around, take a stretch, drink some water. The cameras will
Install
still
Life
be
is
on.
Strange right now if you haven't. Boot it up. Let's go. Get ready.
We're just gonna mute because we have to do the bets and stuff.
Yep.
So we'll be right back.